What's up, y'all? Back with another video. It's been a while due to a little bit of a situation which I might cover, but we're getting back on the 5.0, doing some things. Not anything crazy, but just a little bit of stuff here today. Starting off, we're gonna knock out some things I wanted to do to the trunk, and also I'm gonna show you these side skirts, and we're gonna make that RTR splitter look good again. So as you can see, the inside of the trunk's kind of fucking ratty. I cut out the spot for the spare tire because I don't ever really keep one in there. I normally like to keep a toolbox in there, and I start grinding it down. Not anything crazy, just bring it down to bare metal, or at least down to where it has some scuff to it so I can apply bed liner. I always like a bed liner trunk. I know it seems kind of weird, but when you always throw toolboxes and jacks and whatever else you might want to throw in your trunk, at least that is kind of tough. Took a couple more cans than I thought it would take, but overall wasn't too bad of a deal. It took me a couple hours. The wiring's a little something I want to work on in the future. Maybe come up with some type of cover for it, or reroute it to behind the side pieces of fabric here that you see right here. But it turned out pretty good. I think it will hold up pretty well in the future, hopefully. If not, I'll just have to respray it. Might have to touch it up every now and again. Now, you might be wondering why I'm opening the trunk. It's because what's in this box. Something I've been wanting to show y'all for a while. I don't have all the parts for it yet, but I have a lot of it. Just coming up with money here and there. And hopefully we'll get this on here within a few months. So these side skirts are kind of like the 2020 to 2022 GT500 style. I'm sure you've seen them if you're into the S197s or the S550s. They're not exactly what I wanted or what I was expecting to get, just because of how they sit up on the side skirts. If you look under it, it kind of looks like ass. I think there's some ways I could work around that. Mostly by painting the bottom of the side skirt gloss black just so it matches. You wouldn't really be able to see it sitting up. I'm sure I'll show you that later in the video when I put this on. But overall, the install on this is very simple. I just used the tape to kind of hold it in place on that body line while I screwed the self-tappers in. Like I said, not really what exactly I thought I was going to be getting. I thought it would be a little bit nicer, but I think for the way it looks and the price I paid, pretty good deal. Not really big into different side skirts. I just kind of like these ones. I really do like the newer look of the 2020 to 2022 GT500s. Also really want to get one of those hoods, that style hood for this car. I think that would be a very good look, matched with this, and then just having everything else gloss black as accents. I think it would all work out together very well. But like I said, this job was super simple. I mean, it didn't really take much time. Couple of minutes to screw them on, as you can see right there, and it looks pretty good. Now, I did do a little bit of stuff to the interior. I did the carbon fiber overlays. Yeah, that's not like Zeta composite. That shit's expensive, but it just gave it a little bit better look, especially since like around the radio bezel in the center console, it was just kind of ratty. I don't know what happened to it before I bought it, but now I'm taking the bumper off for the next thing I'm doing on this, which is going to be a gloss black diffuser. I didn't go with like the GT500 style quad tips. I really didn't feel like that was necessary. I feel like it's a little overplayed. I just want to keep the single tips, and the split. This diffuser came out really nice for, once again, what I paid for it. Didn't get anything crazy. I believe this was from Icon. Now I'm working on the front bumper, and you might be wondering, what am I doing to the front bumper? Well, I told you I was going to fix that RTR splitter, but on top of that, I thought about it. I'm going to put the California Special fog lights in, which is going to be something I think will look really good. I've seen it done a couple of times with the RTR splitter matched up. Keeping the original fog lights in the grill, I think it'll be a good look matched together, and I'm doing these fucking side blinkers. But we got the splitter out here, scuffing it up, getting it ready for paint, and we're gonna start putting all this wiring together. I am doing it differently than this kit shows because I didn't really like the fact that I'd have to have two switches. I don't have the splitter on in this video, but you can see that the fog lights are in and they're connected to the actual OEM fog light switch, so they turn on when the grill lights turn on, and I normally do run the grill lights all the time, so I think it'll look pretty good. Also, that green truck in the background you've been seeing, that is also mine. I know a lot of people hate the 5.4 3 valves, but if you'd like to see some videos on that, you might see some. I don't plan on doing anything crazy with it, mostly just using it as a truck. What I'm spraying here is adhesion promoter. I was hoping it would help it stick. I mean, at the end of the day, you'll see the job turned out pretty good. This was just step one after I scuffed everything, made sure everything will stick good. I practiced on this backside here with the black spray paint I'm using, and you'll see that it started wrinkling, and I think I didn't let the adhesion promoter dry fast long enough, so I let it sit a little bit longer, and you can see that it's crackling and splitting, so I stopped. I just cut on it on the inside. That's where you won't really see, so I put a layer on that, let it sit, and then I actually went ahead and painted the whole rest of it gloss black. Now this is after I put the actual black on. Turned out pretty good. Looks a lot better than it was it faded and with the matte. You can see a little orange peel on the top there, but that's okay because with what I'm doing next, it ain't gonna really matter. I start taping it off up there, or I start taping the bottom off so I can paint the top part where it's gonna match up with the bumper, and that's gonna go gloss red. Now, with the paint coat I have, which is race red, I think it's PQ, if I'm not mistaken. I have read in the forums that this color specifically matches pretty close for a spray paint can you can buy from any store. So I went ahead and used it. Now that's satin, but we're gonna gloss clear it anyways, so it'll be all right. Tape marks are pretty much where I wanted. They weren't quite perfect. The tape I was using, I probably should have got some better tape, but it is what it is. And I start spraying it, and this is how it looks after a couple coats. But when it got on the car, it looked a lot better. So overall, not too bad. I'm really liking how it turned out. In the next video, I'll be putting in this gauge cluster out of a premium car. But overall, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and more. This is the end product. Hope you like it.
Needed you so. Whoa, my lady, I need you so. Didn't I give you love? Give it for free. No pushing or shoving, just to make you love me.